Hey creative friends, I've got a special announcement for you today along with some fun inspiration.
Jessica Sanders here. Welcome to my channel.
So I am super excited to announce to you today the Art Exploration Group with Jessica, Kelly, and Lisa. That's me, plus Kelly Chassie and Lisa Hetrick of Indigo Jade Art. We got together and decided to team up to bring you inspiration, exploration, playtime, and fun with your art. We've created a Facebook group, which I would love for you to join in with us. We're going to be there chatting and inspiring and learning from each other. The three of us would really love to connect and play with you, so I hope you'll join our Facebook group. The link is down below. Let me introduce Kelly and Lisa to you real quick. So Kelly Chassie is an amazing artist and also online teacher. She's been teaching for a while. She does a lot of work with alcohol inks and watercolor. Her art is fairly realistic and beautiful. She and I have teamed up in the past and it was so much fun. Lisa Hetrick is one flowy lady who does a lot of flowy flowers. She's an amazing artist and designer. She creates stamps and she makes a lot of cards. She works with watercolor and her art is just so happy. I just love it. And of course, you know me, I'm a watercolor and mixed media artist. I also teach online and I'm super excited to be teaming up with these two amazing ladies and to connect with you. Okay, thanks for sticking with me through that introduction. Here's a little behind the scenes and then we'll move on to our inspiration, our color of the month.
For the month of January, we're going to be doing a challenge, and the challenge is going to be the color red. So you can do whatever you want with this. You can either pick alcohol inks, you could pick watercolors, you could pick mixed media.
The whole point of what we do is to be flexible and nimble too. Be good to yourself. Like I'm constantly saying that. Yeah, don't think about painting this big thing. Let's just take this little tiny piece and work with this one color.
Right.
You can just play with it. You don't have to make a finished artwork, but if you want to, you can. You can make a card, you can make a painting, or you could just make an exploration page or an art journal page.
Yeah, it's all about exploration. This is what the group is called, right? Exploration.
Right.
And you don't have to be an artist. You could just light color and do you, and then share it here in the group. Let us know. We'll have you finish it up before January, let's say January 21st, because you want to give you enough time to get it done, but we don't want everybody posting on January 31st and then ready for the February challenge.
So as Kelly mentioned, our January color challenge is, drum roll please, it's red. That's so fun. Okay, so our color challenge is red. The challenge is to use red in your art in some way. As I said before, you don't have to have a finished painting, just play around with the color red. So today I'm going to share with you some color swatches with my red acrylics and my red watercolors, and let's just chat about red and get those creative juices flowing.
So when Kelly, Lisa, and I were talking about making this series and creating our group, and we decided our first color was red, I went on a search through my studio to find things I've been doing with red. And the truth is, I don't use red very much. As you can see, my art journal, this is really the only page that has red as a focal point. I have this red galaxy and another galaxy painting that I did in watercolor with red. So not very much red that I've used, except maybe some as a background color. So like up here in the front, if I'm doing a rainbow kind of thing, I'll use red. I want to use all the colors, I'm using red. I have another very simple page that I did called Be Content, and it has washi tape with little red dots. And so this is like the extent of my use of red up to this point. So I am super excited that we are going to be exploring red for this month. So now that you've seen how little I use red in my journal, I'm going to get out my art exploration journal for this group and just play around with red a little bit, see the different colors of red, and we'll chat about what kind of color red actually is.
So I've gotten out my Arteza watercolor journal, which I'm going to be using for this group, along with acrylic paints red and some sort of colors that I like to use with red, such as a turquoise, a gold, a blue, and I also got out its complement, which is green. Now I'm just going to swatch onto my page. I'm putting different colors of red. I have Dina Wakley's Ruby, I have Dina Wakley's Sedona, which is kind of an orangey red. That's that first one. And then I have a cadmium red and a pyro red. I also decided I would mix that with white just to see what kinds of pink colors that I can get. So you can see with the Dina Wakley Ruby paint, I got a more pink color, and with the cadmium red, it's a little bit more salmon colored. That pyro red is very similar to Dina Wakley's Ruby. And the Sedona is probably more of an orange than an actual red, but it could be red as an orangey red. Next, I'm getting out my green, which is this complement of red. Now I have a Hooker's green, which is sort of a neutral color of green, as you can see, and I'm mixing it with my favorite red, which is the ruby red, the Dina Wakley red. And you're going to get sort of this neutralized color. Depending on how much you add, you'll get this really dark, really dark red or more of a brown. So just keep in mind, if you're using green, the complement of red with red, you're going to have a neutralizing effect. Now I want to play with my favorite colors that I like to use with red, which are the turquoise or teal color and gold. I just really love them when they're next to each other. They just really pop and stand out. They're really pretty together. It is my favorite thing to do with red. Use it with the gold and the teal. Sometimes I do use it with a purple or blue, but man, that turquoise just makes it pop. So while I had this paint out, I decided I would just do a quick little tag, just a very abstract kind of background, and I'll use that later. So watch for it in another video. Now let's test out some watercolors. So I'm using my Mission Gold palette, which I often use when I'm teaching classes to beginners. I feel like it's a great beginner palette. And so I've got that out. I'm using Permanent Red, Permanent Rose, Rose Madder, and Light Red. Now the light red is probably really an orange, but because it has red in its title, I decided to go ahead and include it in this watercolor swatches. And rather than adding white, I only added water to get those pinky colors and see how those colors would flow. So now let's move on to the complement, which is a green. I'm using a sap green, similar to the Hooker's green that I use with the acrylics. And I'm using the permanent red as my color. And as you can see, you get a similar type of mixing where you get that brick colored red if you do a lot of red into that green, or you can get more of a brown color. So keep in mind, when you're using complements, the same rules apply. You get a neutralized color when you combine them, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. I've pulled out my favorite color of red, which is the Rose Madder. It's deep, dark, and it has that sort of pinky tone, which I love. And I'm making a turquoise with my Peacock Blue plus some Viridian, and it really creates that favorite color combo that I'm looking for. It is beautiful. And I'm also going to use my gold metallics and try that out together as well. I love that. Now let's chat about these colors.
Okay, my friends, I have my first color exploration for red completed, and I'm not sure where I'll go from here. I'll probably take this into maybe a mixed media page, or maybe I'll do a watercolor. I haven't really decided yet. I just want to have fun and explore, and I encourage you to explore and have fun, and don't put pressure on yourself to create something fantastic or to create some sort of finished work. Just play around and absorb. Take in what the color red is and what it means to you, and how it affects you emotionally. Red is a very intense and strong color, and it can evoke really strong emotions. It can, it's the color of passion, and it's the color of warning. So there's such a big range of emotions that it could spark with you. And so when you're expressing yourself with the color red, or you need to express a certain emotion, such as anger, you might choose red, or such as love, you might choose red. So There's just a wide range of things you can do with it, and I am looking forward to seeing what everyone's doing in their color exploration of red.
Thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to see you in the group. I hope you'll hop over to Kellie and Lisa's channels, that you'll subscribe to them as well. They are amazing, wonderful artists, and they have inspiration videos for you too.
Jess, you in?
I'm in.
Jessica, you're so quiet. You were like stealth mode. That was totally my fault.
I know you had me blocked.
I blocked you. Block, face block. No, I guess I had a little button I was supposed to hit. It says admit. So there, you're admitted. Welcome to the crazy part. And I'm having hot flashes, girls. So if I start stripping, just forewarn you.
That's why I just took what's going.
Just turn the camera off, okay? We'll all be all right.
All right, I think we got it, you guys. Everybody know what we're doing? Okay. All right. Bye, ladies. Thank you so much.
Bye. Talk to you soon.
All right. See ya.
Bye.